The FIFA World Cup is one of the biggest events on the planet, drawing 5 billion viewers worldwide. But when that attention turns away again, what happens to the stadiums left behind? Today we'll examine how Qatar plans to deal with this situation, why they have already begun dismantling one of their stadium. If you enjoy our videos, make sure to click subscribe button. Over the past decade, Qatar has built an entire World Cup infrastructure with modern stadiums, state-of-the-art training facilities, and improved transport links. In total, they spent more than $200 billion, an astronomical sum. This is way more than any other host ever spent, mainly because Qatar had to build the majority of this infrastructure from scratch. 4 years earlier, Russia spent closer to $16 billion, while Brazil spent $20 in 2014, but even $20 billion is a lot of money, especially considering the entire event is over in less than a month. Besides gaining worldwide attention, countries hope that the World Cup infrastructure will offer long-term benefits. The transport links could breathe new life into previously run-down areas, while stadiums could start to pay for themselves by hosting concerts and events. It's a bold vision, vibrant venues outliving their original purpose. But it doesn't always work like that. When we look at the history of the World Cup stadiums, it doesn't paint a pretty picture. So, what are Qatar's plans for their World Cup stadiums? Existence of 8 colossal stadiums would be irrational for a country as small as Qatar. Put into perspective, the nation is home to 400,000 Qatari citizens, and stadiums, meanwhile, have the capacity to hold 420,000. Russia is home to 140 million people, while Brazil is home to 220. If these countries can't fill their World Cup stadiums, Qatar won't stand a chance, but Qatar won't try to fill them. Instead, they want to transform them. The 2 largest stadiums, Lusail and Al Bayt, will be transfigured into modern multi-purpose venues. At Lusail Stadium, most of the seats will be removed to make way for shops, cafes, a school, a health clinic, and maybe even some apartments. Al Bayt will undergo a similar process. It will be turned into a 5-star hotel, a shopping mall, and a hospital. In both of the stadiums, the pitch will be kept right at the heart of the other amenities, but it will mainly be used to host community events, as opposed to professional football matches. 3 more of the stadiums, Ahmad bin Ali, Al Janoub, and Al Thumama Stadium, will still be used for football matches, but only after the venues are massively downsized. In all 3 cases, the capacity will be cut from 45,000 down to 20,000 by removing temporary seating. This strategy was also used in Russia, with temporary stands squeezed at the end of Ekaterinburg Central Stadium. Qatar promises to donate the temporary seating to other countries that are looking to improve their sporting infrastructure. The downsized 20,000-seater stadiums will probably struggle to reach capacity, since the Qatari Football League sometimes only draws crowds as small as a couple of hundred people. But then there's Stadium 974, the most innovative solution of all. This stadium is a completely temporary venue, the first of its kind in World Cup history. It was constructed using 974 recycled shipping containers, and can be fully dismantled and rebuilt again somewhere else. It's a groundbreaking approach to sporting infrastructure, and something future World Cups could adopt. Instead of building new stadiums in each host country, a set of temporary stadiums could be moved from place to place. Qatar is also planning to use their World Cup infrastructure to host some future events. That's what Brazil did in 2016, when they hosted the Summer Olympics, and used 5 of their former World Cup stadiums. However, when the Olympics ended, and the situation was basically the same as before. In 2024, Qatar will host the Asian Cup, an international football tournament for teams in Asia and Oceania. They will also host the 2030 Asian Games, an international athletics tournament, with more participants than the Olympics. In both of these cases, they plan to reuse their World Cup infrastructure as much as possible, making sure the projects don't go to waste. They've also set their sights upon hosting the Olympics, maybe as soon as 2036. Only time will tell whether any of these plans will actually work, but one of them is already underway. After hosting a match between Brazil and South Korea on December 5th, the deconstruction of Stadium 974 was put into action, and the rumor has it the pieces of the stadium will be shipped to Uruguay, who are hoping to host the 2030 World Cup. So what do you think? Are the mobile stadiums like this a good idea for future World Cups? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe to Wonderful Stories. Thank you for watching and we'll see you in the next video.